And we're back.
Cool. So, yeah, the next presentation, which is aligned with the whole previous thing, is a little bit more about AI, using AI tools that are available, open source. I've been experimenting-ish with this, and even for a short experimentation, the result is quite good for the purpose of the previous. How much are you familiar with anything to generate images or AI? Okay, okay. So, okay, I'm not gonna get into technical detail of this. All I can say that so basically there are different models that run in these systems. Um, I found. Let me find it here. I have connected to my computer. So for generating images from text to images, images to images, or let's say I actually can open this here to show you, like these are the options. Um, Today, the first time I tried it last year, it was a bit troublesome to put all of these together. Today, I found, today I mean these days, I found like an installer. Everything is packed already in one click, which is amazing. And if you have problem, there is 100 same problem question and answer many times on many forums. I brought this file so you can copy it and try it at home. I'm gonna run a test here in my laptop, which is not like really amazing. I'm connected to my computer at home where I have a better graphic card. But the whole purpose of this is that with a very basic setup, without really understanding much or being a genius in AI models and whatnot, I feel like today is so popular that you can find tools, models, workflows, and whatnot for free to generate whatever you want. For this specific workshop and for this presentation, this is kind of like my experiment plan, where is any of you is good at making sketches of a character, for example, um, you can try this where you make a sketch. You then put this as an input in with the stable comfy UI, make a realistic image of that, tweak it as much as you want. There are different tools for that. And then from this image, realistic, you make a 3D model in another AI, and then you just rig it with Mixamo or whatever. So I'm gonna kind of like go through it roughly, just so you know that that's there. And for the purpose of what's it called, the previous, this is perfect because maybe for us making a character, for me at least, making even a previous character will take me more than a day, for sure, because I haven't opened Maya since I first opened in the school, and I don't know, I could probably maybe modeling in Houdini, but it's not the best. I could probably find character or use MetaHuman, yes, but maybe I'm a picky director who wants to see a character like, not a MetaHuman. Just want to see something that looks like the hero that I'm thinking, right? So this example here, I actually did it this morning, and I think it took me like 20 minutes. It took me longer to install the config. I ran into some issues because I did run the installation, but there are clear instructions of how to do it right. I will show you the website, give you the links. But this specific example, I did it this morning where okay, maybe I just go to yeah. I downloaded this image from the internet, a sketch, very rough. Then put it as an input. I'm using this model for this. It's like 10 gigabytes. It's called Flux. It's more or less known in this community of people making models to train models. This is my input. Kind of funny. A superhero kid in a pose. I was insisted that he give me that so I could easily rig it. Stylized, wearing a biomechanic armor, alien-like green eyes, and then I just went crazy writing things. The first result before the 10 fingers, 5 fingers on each hand, was this one. Because it made the finger right, but then 2 extra finger on top, and then this hand looks different. That's not bad. I mean, in a sense, it could be something that you can work with. When sometimes characters have a different hand than the other, that's okay. But it's not what I was looking for anyway. Then I started adding more stuff, 80s style of comic books like Spawn or Conan the Barbarian. And then he gave me this one. And I thought like, damn, that does look like Spawn, I would say, at least the face. And it's in a position where I'm like, yeah, I can rig this like with Mixamo. Cool. I'm happy with it. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna share it with you. It's called Comfy UI. Comfy UI basically is just a layout that it was built to put all of these AI tools together in a interface that you can easily work with. So they basically pack. It's just like Unreal. Unreal is a lot of coding and C++ or whatnot, and they just made Node out of this. Yeah. No, what's up? Okay, nice. I like that. I like cooking. Anyways, so this is simplify. We don't have to write scripts or anything. It's simplify in Node, and people already are sharing their workflows. This layout here of Node is called workflow. Then you have models. Models are, if I understand correctly, basically, how do you explain that? It's the machine. I don't know. It's what they train with data to then you get the output. I think this is a better explanation if I just show you this website here, where you can download models for specific things. So if I go to my computer, don't mind the name. That's a yeah. Oh no, actually, again, I keep forgetting that I have it in my here to websites, and it's empty. No shit. No, I don't think so. It's just loading. Yes, here. So let's check this. This is where you can download. I'm gonna share this with you. I'm gonna put it in Discord so you can download it, and please join our Discord. Yes, I don't know if I can copy paste from there to here, but we can try. Can I do that? Oh my God. So this community is crazy. You have everything here. I would advise you to run through some tutorials for beginners. A problem that I found is that this setup has been changing a lot in the last few months. So you might find people with video of 2 months ago that is already obsolete, and it changed. And then you download the model, the whole Cyber diffusion thing, and then all of a sudden tutorials are different. I ran into that until I found this installer that does everything for you. They all do the same. It's just that maybe the structure folder is different, the scripts are named different, the Python script is trying to look for another script written named differently, and so I ran into that, but I found that with the installer that you're gonna receive, it works fine. In this website, you can download, for example, models to create. There is a tendency for anime characters. I don't know why. I can't imagine why, but you will, yeah, you will get a lot of that. I don't know why, but I mean, you have different models that you can download to create different types of output. In my, like, what I'm looking for, all of this, for example, is one for landscape, for backgrounds, and one for characters. And then for characters, I'm looking for specific models, like realistic, maybe more stylized, and so on, so on. So I can then create characters quick, or images that I can use as a background. Unfortunately, I didn't prepare the background one, but just so you know, in Unreal, for example, or in Houdini, maybe I would prepare it first in Houdini. If I generate a background landscape, let's say hills, mountains, whatever, you in any 3D software, any 3D package, you can project, like make a 3D of this, like 2.5D, let's say, where you extrude the things that you want and make it look like 3D. And this is good for previous, for example. Maybe you can put it in Unreal and then have some, instead of like a white background because you don't have anything, or instead of spending time making a mountain or anything, you prompt a background, then project it on a plane, and with displacement and stuff, you have something that looks like a mountain, and it will create shadows, and it won't be perfect, but for the previous, that work. Maybe for a video game, that could work. I mean, just ideas. I'm just putting ideas out there. And you have an angry Pikachu, like realistic people. Like there is all sort of thing. I haven't explored entirely the way. I downloaded this one, Indigo Fairy, whatever. All it does is that thing. Some of these are created by people who understand this better, and they train their models, and they don't give. Actually, you read the the profile of this guy is actually funny. Like you can see a little bit how the person behind think, or if it's a model that is gonna be what's it called, updated or not. Like this guy was this is an experimental model trying to convert style of a noob model into a photorealist. The final result is kind of okay. Blah 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 blah. Somewhere he says something like I'm not gonna keep updating this, so you can bring me buy me a coffee or something like that. I don't know where was it that I read it, but I know it's this guy. Either way, there is those are the models. So it's like train. I missed the word for this. Anyway, you run this in ComfyUI, and you will get this kind of output that you choose. Yeah, basically. This type of yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like a model. It just looks at a bunch of images, right? And you have different models that look at a bunch of different sets of images, right?
Yeah, it narrows the area where the AI works.
It's trained by people like
For example, if you say realistic, it will ignore everything else. It will be like animated.
with this, I'm not trying to sound like any guru on this. This is just something that I'm testing. I'm not particular. I don't have a background on this, but it's interesting to me for my workflow to get things done correct. Because my next step in the previous that I showed you for my short film is to make a character from this and put it in there, and then either here or Mixmo, whatever, animated, and then I don't have to animate. I don't have to model a character and whatnot. But I invite you to dig more into this, look at it closer. I'm going to provide you with some tools and models that you can try for yourself. A lot of anime, yeah. And then, so I did the experiment this morning before I talk about these websites. Yeah, so again, I created the image. So I have this output. I'm happy with that. There is one workflow that I'm going to be testing after this, where you can paint on certain areas to fix. You could actually bring this image into Photoshop, because Photoshop already has that you can paint areas and then prompt something on top. You don't have to do it here. You can get the image here and then do that. Firefly, which is also from Adobe, they also have that. You can bring an image and then clean it, and maybe I don't want this knife, so you delete it there. You clean it there. That's also, I can easily see part of my workflow where I probably gonna delete all of this knife, and maybe I make a prompt with only a knife, and then in Houdini or with Blender, whatever, I can put those knives to follow the character. So I have a much cleaner base. So when I do the outer rig, it's not gonna be bending those knives all the time. So I took this image and I tried to find a model for image to 3D, but it wasn't easy, honestly. I couldn't find anything that I could manage to make it work soon. But I know this website, tripod3d.ai. They give you 600 credits. This took 5 credits to create this. It took 7 minutes this morning. When I started running this, and I'm looking at Alan because he texts me like, hey, I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna be there in I think it was 15 minutes. Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna run and see what happened, if I'm gonna get it on time. And yeah, in 7 minutes, and they even offer you, if you subscribe, it's gonna be faster. Sure, I can deal with 7 minutes, it's okay. And I got this. And I think here in this viewport, it doesn't look amazing, to be honest. But when I brought it here, in my opinion, humble opinion, it looks good. for something where I didn't spend too much time. It does look stylized, which is what I was looking for. It's texture already, and it's just matter of me of spending extra time on it if I want to. Here in Houdini, if I want to delete the swords for better performance in the rig, I can do that in Photoshop before making the 3D character. It's up to you how to take it from here. So yeah, I brought the model here. I run like Mixamo animations, like running like otaku or something like that. And then it kind Naruto, yeah, and it works. Maybe it could have been better if I just make it walk so it doesn't look so weird. But it's running. Arms are going where they're supposed to be. I will probably delete the cloth and then simulate that separately, and then loop it and attach it so it follows a pattern all the time, like maybe 12 frames. I think the whole thing is 16 frame, and I will do an animation simulation of 16 frame, so it loops, and then it follows the character correctly instead of like bended like that. And I will probably also delete later the swords in the hands. But then you have this. For here on, it's up to you. How do you want to use it? So that's that for this. There is another software, well, now that I'm in my computer, there is another software that I haven't really explored in depth, but I did it for a project in Finland. And when I was doing my internship, we had this virtual production for a Netflix film. And I don't know if I can talk about it, but yeah, in short, they wanted to have a dead body of a woman underwater. It's like we are in a restaurant under the water, and some monster ate someone, and then we see the body floating, and then the people in the restaurant, and we tested this for this. I mean, they gave us a photo scan of the actress. It was terrible photo scan. But okay, sure. I mean, it's for previous again. They're gonna replace it anyway. But it was for the actors to have something to look at. So I quickly put it in Houdini, cut the half of the body. That's what they wanted. And then I was kind of like trying to shape some sort of guts or something. And then my friend was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And he made like a hip with guts with the AI. And then, but we didn't have texture. So we then, what is this? We found this software called Stable Projectors, which basically, when you, let's say, I don't know, yeah, it generates texture for you on the models. So, but it projected on the model. When we found it, there was like only one tutorial. Right now, I saw that there are quite a few, so you can find better ways to do the projection. So because it has this thing, if you don't know, it has this thing that it will create the texture for this view, but then it won't make it for the other side. And then if you try to hit the button again, it will make it different on the other side. But there is definitely the setup where you can have this in different view, and then one prompt, it will generate for all the views and it will look the same. I don't know if I can maybe show you, let's say, I don't know, what the hell is this? Okay, yeah, my computer is in Finnish. Why not? Just want you to see like an example. I'm not gonna try to do it myself, but you can see that there is already plenty of tutorial where they teach you how to do different texturing fairly fast, I would say, and usable. Maybe for final, or maybe just, I think for me, like as a preview thing is perfect. So for that film that we were working, we just generated something for the guts, like blood, bones, and stuff, and that's it. And then just put it in Unreal, and then they had it there, and it kind of worked. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, you can. So I'm gonna share this this website. They have the different models that you can download for free. I feel like this whole setup can be pretty heavy. Like one of these models can be easily 10 gigabytes. So you can, and then when you start prompting, it will generate a lot of cache. So if you have an extra hard drive for this kind of stuff, that's actually nice. You will find tools, image. I'm not sure. I haven't explored entirely the whole website, but there is a lot that you can take from this for free. There is also this other community called Hug something, Hugging Face. What? That you can explore, see if you can find something. I advise you to just find like a beginner level tutorial so you're familiarized with the terminology at least, because it can be a little bit confusing. But yeah, there is plenty of things available for free. I think these are also models and like Stable Diffusion, like other AI models. I got one from this website where I don't know if I have the video somewhere. Let me see. I always send things to my own WhatsApp. Maybe I have it there. Yeah, like a group. Fuck, I have to log in. Anyway, like I can create videos and it will create like an alpha channel for me. That's pretty cool for compositing. Like you create something. Like you will create video, generate a video, and you also create an alpha channel, like an alpha man. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The quality of the video is not the best, but I'm only working with the basic model that they offer. If you are one of those guys who know how to work with it, you can inject more data into this and then get better result with the alpha channel. In compositing, that's freaking, I mean, in many layers on VFX, this is really good, honestly. So it's very promising to have these kind of things. I know that it's not the AI discussions and job and stuff is not the favor of anybody, but I think we have to look at this with good eyes as well, and how can we use this to, speed up our work. As my guy over there said, like, what was it, the maker that you said? AI is not going to replace people. It's people using AI who's going to replace some other people. I don't know if he's there. I think he left. I don't know. So, yeah. So it's good to know about these things. That's that. We can just play around if you want. I can do one test. Shall we try it? Maybe I was trying in this laptop, but because it was not the same setup as my computer, I tried to put a pig. Maybe I have it here. I tried to put a pig that I didn't. Yeah, I tried to put a pig there and make something out of it, and then all the results were like 5 pigs head merged together, like the form, and like, no, fuck, that's not what I want. Yeah, the speed of this to generate the images depends on your computer. This computer right here is i7, Intel i7, probably from some years ago, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and I think the graphic card is 3070, if I'm not mistaken. 2060? Okay, 3070 is my computer at home. Then it's 2060, yeah. And I didn't think it was like too slow. Like I can live with that. I have my laptop on the side. I can throw things there, and then I don't even use it anymore. But yeah, let's see. Let's try this one. What do I have here? I hope I don't have any funny picture there. I shouldn't. Any recommendations? A dragon. Why so hard? Okay. Let's try. Let's try with the bay. Okay, but let's do then the whole thing from. Okay, I think it's like thinking here. Let's see at home. Um, let's try first the text to image and see what we get. Baby dragon, stylized or what? Baby dragon. Dragon. What else can we say? I'm not really good with this prompting thing. I'm actually cute.
That has like Charmander type of stuff. That has like it's kind of turquoise, so it's like ghostly, and it has like a flame on the top of the.
Okay, yeah, okay. What was it? Come again.
I use a lot of ChatGPT. I just go on rampage.
Um,
It's drooling. It's drooling like the saliva, but it's like I don't know, colorful. Yeah, something like that.
It's getting worse.
Give it a weapon.
Okay, okay,
AK-47.
okay. He has like a little armor. It's like a chest plate that has like a chest plate.
this is not gonna work, but let's do it. Sure. Let's stop it there just for now. Like in the negative prompt,
I could have gone
blur.
My man, stop. Get some help.
All right.
But usually, what happens when I try to do like with AI is that I start describing it and I finish it.
Let's
I
see.
start saying how he should have done it, but I do it myself.
I mean, that's the whole purpose. Like,
Because it's like kind of brainstorming. Because like it helps you like come out with the stuff.
Put
Like
your ideas into
yeah.
either use another person or AI.
I think the.
Sorry, she's wondering, are you running it?
Yeah, it's running in the background right now.
Running it with any like extra loras or anything?
This is just this is just the base model that it comes with. It's called B1 Prune whatever something. I do have the Flux one, which I think they are stored. No, not here. Somewhere I have like one that I downloaded like this one like I'm a model merge Flux or something. There's your whatever it is. We can give it another try, and then we take that one just as it is, and then we put it in the tripod. Why is it eating the tail? That's annoying. Ah, okay, yeah. Yes.
When you converted this AA drawing or like illustration into model, how is the geometry of the model?
It's shit.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's not good. It's not.
I can imagine it has to be really bad, and then there's the rigging, and then everything has to be really, really messed up.
Well, it's just readable.
Yes and no. Like I think the way, for me, the way I see it is as a starting point. If I wanna improve that, if that's my goal, if I only need to put something there in Unreal that does the job, then I don't do anything and I take it as it is. But if you want to improve it, then you have to keep in mind that you're not going to be able to use a texture anymore, or maybe you could, but I don't think so. And because you're going to lose the UV, you will have to redo the UV, and then maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want to make an asset and then work it again and redo it, but then you have a base model. That's also another way how to see this. Depends on what you're looking for. Frontal, let's just insist on this and make it that. That's too much. 12. There's your rainbow, right? This. Yeah, and then I think here I can. I mean, I have the other one. That's not bad. It looks like a Pokemon these days. Very different from my time, I would say, but but it looks. So let's just download this thing. Say image. I'm gonna put it there in download because that's the best place to have things. And then we go to tripod, and then we single image because I'm lazy to make others. I think there are models where you can make different view and depth map and stuff like that to have more control. Right now, I don't have any control. Maybe I like that one that I have. While this is running, I'm gonna show you something else. It just occurred to me. Generate. I mean, I could also then, okay, I like that one. And then I go to image, and then I upload that one. It's my own Pokemon of my property. And then here, maybe I say, let's make a realistic one. I don't even know how to call that thing, how to describe it. Yeah, realistic fantasy creature. I saw somebody writing, what was it called? Award-winning quality. Like what the hell? Yeah, AAA game, realistic skin. What else? Like,
As describe like describing the quality or changing the.
no, no. I want this thing to look like I put it here and it looks like it's there.
Okay.
I mean, don't depend on me, but I just like words like that. Let's try this just for now. Thank you very much. Cinematic, fucking K, whatever. I did for. Anyways, let's try this. See what we get. Boom, 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 boom. Wow, that's not good.
Is that a word?
You know, I was afraid that something like this would happen, and then I'm like just talking crazy stuff. And let's try it again.
Yeah, but that's the fun, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's part of.
Okay.
We're getting somewhere. Okay, let's start. I want a black background. No background. PNG
Picture is centered.
alpha center image frontal view. T- That's a that's high expectation, I would say. Let's see.
Oh my god.
Holy poor guy. I think these guys are coming from Chernobyl or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, okay. It's an influencer. This is
Full body and then simple background. I think those will.
Full body.
Take into
Wait.
consideration that your original image, because these look all very.
Yeah, I think, I mean, that's the thing with this, right? And remember that we are using the simple setup. Like, I have no control of this, but that's why I'm also sharing the website, because then you can find there all the model or tools that you can attach to this and improve these kind of things. No background, let's say. Bad quality, deformation, blur, glitch. I don't want any of that.
Well, actually, that's better. That's actually better.
Let's click the seed.
It kind of looks like a demon
But it looks like Denga.
Damn, that's like two Pokemon Murph.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, oh.
What's wrong with the? Let's see, sketcher. Normal.
That one is
Let's try a little bit higher. Random. And then let's see if I can run then Flux here. I don't know if I have it on this. Yeah, it might take a bit longer. Yeah, this one is gonna take longer, but then in the meantime we can check the tripod IO. Okay, it's loading. Now I have the feeling that the tail will be merged with the head. Just saying, but then you can fix that. You know, we are 3D artists. We can do that. We have the technology. Yeah. The important thing here, and that's the whole point of this, is that depending on what you're looking for, we can use this. It's not the end of the world. We can use these kind of things to impress all people. Let's see. That's not bad.
It's kind of Picasso.
That's not bad. I'm gonna say like I can print this in 3D and sell it as a Pokemon. Somebody will buy it. Somebody who doesn't know. Like it's so random as a Pokemon, honestly.
You can say to a kid, this is first generation.
I would like 25th or something. So, but the point is that it takes nothing. I'm working from in this case, I'm working from my computer at home, but it's not better than these machines, for example. Like, what was it? The other one? This just reacted. Here. Okay, it's still running. It's gonna take a while. This one. That's the thing with this model, but I imagine that's why it's 10 gigabyte. I can imagine that you can find another model of 100 gigabyte or something that that are more better trained than this.
Does Comfy UI cost money?
Oh, that's why I'm showing you this. That's why I'm giving to you for free. No, but I'm gonna share it in Discord so you can find all the stuff there. I will probably share the links. Yes.
Because I'm quite like into the AI stuff as well. Like the database, like the flux and stuff like that. What are those?
That's a good question.
I guess just the database.
So you want to know what are these model like from what data this model are made of? Yeah, honestly, I haven't checked that.
It's an ethical question.
Yes, I'm aware. I got that from the very beginning. But then I would say that when you start diving into this, keep that in mind. I think that's a good thought to keep in mind where you can find responsible trained model, and I believe that they are. I haven't looked at it yet. I literally set up this over the weekend to have it ready for you and share it with you. I know that it was possible, so that's why I left that as a last thing. But unfortunately, I cannot help you with that. But I'm sure that you can find models that are trained in a more responsible way. I want to think that the Adobe, no, never mind. But some of these companies, they do at least, and because there is the awareness of this. Yeah. Maybe not everything comes from our station. Let's see. Okay. Oh my God! What the hell? Oh,
It has a level. What?
it looks real, at least, and it is T-pose, and so I don't like the lighting, but it looks like
Award-winning as he has won an
Award-winning,
award.
yeah.
Yeah, it has taken it
It
literally.
has an award.
It has an award. Yeah.
yeah. So that's that. And this is running from my own computer, and it took that long. Okay, interesting. Well, from this to that is not bad. The whole point here, and I'm gonna put this in tripod to see what we get, because this is that's the whole point. Like, what we try last year was somebody would draw the sketch, and he's good at it, and then we will then from that sketch create this image. But now we're going a step even back, and then just from prompt to create this ugly stuff, and then create the real one. It's a little bit of a gambling when you don't have an advanced workflow, but it's it will be it is there to do that. Like you just have to dive more into it. Like if you guys are interested, we can set up every now and then in the Brain Bar Discord like a meeting and then play around with it or talk about it at least, and kind of create a community in this school, and then we make our own Kata, and then. Okay, I'm gonna just put this one, and then I'm gonna be done. Yep. Let's go back.
Der ligger, som vi har releaset.
I feel like they actually give you a lot of credit. Like,
Vi har ikke
I don't know.
releaset til andre.
That's actually nice. Let's try this.
Sergej har packaget en release. Og det er der.
Okay, I have actually 3 out of 5 left. Okay, never mind. Okay, so this last one, and then I'll be done, and then I'm gonna share the link with the. If you have any question, I mean, again, I'm not like I'm also experimenting with this, so there's not much I can really help you, but I'd be glad to have a conversation about that with you guys. I'm tired of being standing. Sorry.
Jeg synes ikke, det lyder mærkeligt. Det er ikke bare fordi dokumentationen ikke er
Ja.
meget betalt.
Did I run anything here? No.
Men
Let's
det er
just
kun
change the light very quick.
en DLL. Ja. Og jeg har sat DLL med.
And then take this one down
også
to
Jason.
25.
Nej,
10.
jeg tror, den virker alligevel.
Like the more you put there, the longer it takes,
Jeg
as
tror
I,
bare,
as I
at
understand.
navnet er anderledes.
Okay, you see now it came to this faster than before.
Sorry, the reason it took long is because it has to load like those 10 gigs into
Nu har jeg sat
first
Jason
time,
ind
then
i
switch
True Nation samme
the
sted.
model. That's what takes.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, but you're familiar with this then? Okay, perfect. Then why you should be standing here? I mean, this is new to me. That's not bad.
Another word. But this time it's. Yeah, it looks like I can.
It has another award in its general.
Ja, den har vi liggende lokalt.
I don't know. What do you use, for example?
Use automatic 1111. I never got into UI, but it's like the same. You know,
Okay.
so it's not that much. So like, I would take sketches, and then I would kind of use those sketches and then do a little treatment on it.
That's amazing.
Men vi
The first time I tried, it was in Houdini, where I downloaded Stable Diffusion, and then in Houdini, you can actually set up some sort of comfy UI within Houdini node. And I was able to make videos, actually. But yeah, it was just something that I tried once, just for
Yeah,
fun. Got some weird, what's it called, like trippy stuff. And then, like, yeah, okay, that's fun. And then didn't, it also takes a lot of process. So, yeah. Yeah.
We use it together, and you told me a little bit about it. And
Mm-hmm.
I do 2D illustrations for clients, like a VTuber, if you know what that is. It's like a
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
illustrated models that is used for streaming
Okay.
purposes. So they move. It's like a 2D rigged illustration.
Oh,
So we
nice.
do
Okay.
those,
Yeah.
And I do the drawing or the sketch. I put it into here, make like a high quality output of what I already do, and then it kind of like, I would say, improves it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would take some of those improvements and incorporate it into the original drawing, and it's very useful for that. Sometimes it gives you some ideas you
Yeah,
maybe would not
exactly.
have thought of yourself, or the
That's
shadow looks nice, or it makes like a different color.
It's good at rendering, that's why.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah. That's I agree with you. And do you have something you can share, like that we can see?
I have the most recent one I did for a client. I don't know how should I just send it to you?
Are you in the Discord?
I am in the Kada one.
Well, can you send us like, take the link?
What was your name?
Ricardo Léon.
Ricardo.
Yes, that one.
I can just send you the image.
Why is it coming with the medal?
It's an award.
It's an award winning. They took the prompt wrong. It's like not award
No, right. That's a prompt. now, okay, okay. Now I understand. Yeah. Fuck. I'm too lazy to change it. But yeah, now it makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Did you send it?
Yes. But keep in mind, this is still full original drawing. Like everything is still.
Ja, men
Oh.
den her... Ja,
And then, oh wow, and then they rig this in 2D and animated.
It's all separated, so the iris is one layer, the top lash is one layer,
Mhm.
the front bang is one layer. You know how you would
Yeah,
separate
in
them?
Photoshop. Yeah, yeah.
Just in 2D, so everything moves separately.
Mm.
The back of the hair is drawn all the way up. You can't see it because of the layering, but the back of the hair goes all the way up. So if it moves out to the side, you won't have any weird cutting and
Mm-hmm,
stuff.
mm-hmm.
And the arms will be able to bend, and the hands will be able to flow. That all depends on also like the rigger's work. Because I don't do the rigging, I just
Okay.
do the drawing and the cutting.
What do they use, like Tumbung or something like that?
2D.
Huh?
Live 2D.
Live 2D.
Or I know someone used Spline as well. Spline 2D or I think it's two different programs, but they do the same thing. It's used
Interesting.
for,
Okay.
rigging 2D illustrations mainly.
And you work doing this?
It's my freelance work.
Damn, my respect. Nice. And you draw yourself? Yeah, cool. So you start from there, you do the sketch, then boom, 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 boom.
I only
Then
recently started. We did it with this one.
he was the bad influence.
Yes.
Actually, I mean, now you probably do it faster, I guess, rather than doing all the layers separately.
No, it doesn't do any of the layering.
That you do that
That's
afterward.
still
Yeah.
purely manual work.
Yeah, of course.
But it gave me good inspiration for the rendering style. For example, if you close up on the eyes,
Mhm.
I don't know if you can do here. It's quite a large illustration. It's like 5,000.
Save it and then you can on Discord you can
It's like 5,000 pixels. They have kind of a blurry, like the line is not so hard. For example, like the hair might be, but the eyes are kind of soft, and I would not originally
this-
have done that. And the AI kind of
It knows
gave
that.
me that. This is not the AI image, just my drawing.
Did you use any of those models that we saw on the website where they have this kind of character?
I can't remember.
Not the like not which one specifically, but you found a model that has the. Okay, awesome.
I think a good way to think about it is AI is very good at knowing what the standard is, because it's trained on the standard, right? So when you give it a drawing and something is slightly off standard, it's actually like it's very good at correcting that. So when you're doing illustrations in a space where everything's supposed to be standard, it's like a very good way of like correcting yourself. Kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
And for example, with the skirt, only the outside is line right now. Where originally I maybe would have done you see the soft that like indicate the pleating. I would have done that with line, but in the AI output, it had shown me that it did it with color or shading. So I tried to replicate that in my drawing. So instead of using a hard line, I went with like a more softer look, and I think it looked nicer.
And do you get it like in a specific pose or
That is also originally
This-
what I drew.
okay, this one?
This pose, because it also needs to be in a like a relaxed A pose, or I guess it depends on what
Depends,
the
yeah.
client wants. But
Yeah.
because you can have some very intricate 2D models still. The standard is this, like with the feet a little bit.
Can you turn it? No.
No.
Okay.
But the face, the rigger I work with, he's quite talented. So the face, despite it being drawn from the front, you can still do like a
Get
slight
something
tilt
that
to
is
it.
do some sort of projection. Yeah.
It's like you warp it with like a
Like in
translation.
South Park these days, like they have this kind of 3D feeling now. I mean, from a long time ago, but compared to the first.
If you're very intricate with your models, it also depends on how much they pay you, of course, to do your work. You can do a front face view and probably a side face view, and you can do kind of blend
Yeah, blend
in
together.
between those, but you can get a decent feel with just the front facing.
That's amazing. I would like to see you guys doing more of this. I'm very curious with these kind of things. With this, yeah. Well, I don't have anything else. Oh my god.
Yeah.